Yes, people. What's going on? Egal Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Today on Vibes from the Six, we're going to be talking about Liverpool and the whole. Do we want to replay what's going on with that? Referees, all the madness from last week. Plus, they're going to face Brighton, so we're going to talk about that. We got two Arsenal fans on the panel because I'm going to try to stay neutral today. Of course, I can't help myself, but I got Nigel in the building. We need another Arsenal fan whenever there's a big Arsenal game going on. We got Nobbins in the building representing Manchester City. Of course, we got to talk about their injury situation and them coming to the Emirates a little bit short-handed. And of course, we're going to have a Manchester United fan coming through to talk about their crisis with Ten Hag. Is he going to be sacked? Is he not going to be sacked? Plus, Kendall, if she can roll through, we got to talk about what she did in the Champions League, what her team did in the Champions League in their first game at St. James's Park, back in the Champions League since God knows when. What was it, 2004, 5? I don't know. When was it? Yeah. Something like that. But yeah, I was still in middle school back then. You guys probably, I don't know what you guys were doing in 2004, but just goes to show you how long ago that was. But yeah, I think the best place to start is how's everyone doing?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having me on.
No worries. Nice to have you on. Let's go to Nigel because he's waiting. Take your turn, bro. What you saying? You're on mute.
You.
I don't know. We can't hear you.
Can't hear you, mate.
Can't hear you. Well, while he's trying to figure out what he's doing, Philip, go ahead. What are you saying?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. I'm not doing too bad. You know, all this Liverpool stuff. It's behind me now. You know, top of the group in Europa League. What's not to love?
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Yeah,
we can hear you now. Conleg, take it away.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, now my people, it's your dark-skinned man from the motherland. If you didn't know before, tonight you go understand. Smash the likes, big up the panel. Let's go.
Let's get it. How about we start with Europe? What did you guys think of the Champions League games midweek? Because Arsenal lost to Lens, Manchester United lost to Galatasaray, Newcastle beat PSG. Of course, we know what happened in the Man City game. They won, and Rodri was there, so they always look good when Rodri's there. And I don't know what happened in the Europa League in the other games, but you can tell me that, Jamie. Honestly, I didn't watch it.
Of course, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Look, I've got a wild take on the PSG thing.
Oh, really? I want to hear that.
What's a certain footballer,
Mbappe.
I think he might be the most overrated club footballer ever because his international career, he's on a different level. Club career, he sucks.
I wouldn't say he sucks, but I don't think we'll see his. It's just the French league is making it look like he's overrated, but what he does for France lets us know that he's definitely that guy. But do you think you see PSG? Yeah. PSG for me.
Club football either. He hasn't got the fight.
But I get it though. I hear it though because you play teams that you should beat every week during the week, and then you have to step it up like once a week for Champions League football. It's a bit mad. I think playing the French league as Kylian Mbappe. He should have left last summer or the previous summer. Like if he's ever going to be rated on the bigger scale, like talked about in the upper echelon, he does have to leave the French league. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Definitely. But being at PSG. With that fraud as a manager coming to St. James's Park, playing 4-2-4 away from home. Are you joking, bro? Are you joking? His midfield was Dembele, some Zaire something, some 17-year-old kid, and who else? I don't even know the other guy. Luis Enrique is the biggest fraud ever. And that's why I'm so pissed. I'm pissed he's not at Chelsea. I wanted them to get him so badly so he could mess it up even worse. He's benefiting from having MSN to help him win a Champions League. And other than that, he ain't done anything else in his career, and I don't think he will either, man. Big up Newcastle, though.
Yeah, Newcastle did well. No, fuck picking them up. No, I'm done now. I'm done with all this goodwill to Newcastle stuff. They're a rival now. No more of that. Congratulations to Newcastle stuff. But my God,
pats on the back now.
They kicked PSG's ass, didn't they? No, Dan Burn had everyone in pocket. It's mad.
Have you seen that manager play 4-2-4 away from home in the European game?
Terrible.
You do that on like FIFA for jokes, innit? But
Man,
just,
it's
and no one
Liverpool
actually
fans
plays
who
that
want him to
formation.
replace Klopp.
You know what? When
The
Kendall
Liverpool
gets
fans
here,
want
we'll
him to
probably
replace
talk about it more. But I want to know, Nubbins, what happened in your game? Was it a close game versus Leipzig?
Not in terms of like how the actual play happened. Like, it obviously was close for a point because they scored very early on in the second half to take it back to 1-1, and then in around the 80th minute, Alvarez scored like a just a world-class finish, and then we killed it on the counter. But so yes, in terms of scoreline, it was reasonably close for most of the game. But in terms of like actual performance and who was the better side and who was like in clear control, who was making fewer mistakes, it was a pretty standard performance by Man City, to be honest. A lot of people underrate and undersell Leipzig, which is fine, Bundesliga team, but they did finish third in the Bundesliga last season. It's not like we were playing, young boys or, I don't know, like a Maccabi Haifa or something. It's not like they're an absolute dross team. They're still decent quality, and on paper is our trickiest game in the whole Champions League, away against, say, like the third best team in Germany. I think I know the season's only young, but they're only 1 point off Bayern. So again, they aren't a really bad team. So I was really impressed with the performance. Obviously, you expect City to win, but that being said, we've never won away against Leipzig before. We've tried twice. We've drawn on both occasions. I know we lost on our first occasion, drew on the second occasion. So it's actually our first ever win away as well. So yeah, really good performance. And from here, really, we should be topping the group quite comfortably, which is what everyone thought we would do. To be fair,
fair, there was like a 10-minute period after they equalized where they were kind of in the game for a bit, but as soon as you brought those two substitutions on, it was a wrap, bro. Game over, man. That's the difference.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was all about like make sure to not lose control, keep it together, don't capitulate, and that's what City did, I think. And then and Leipzig are weird. I admire the way they try to play their football, like out from the back, but they kept making really weird, like amateurish mistakes, which City kept on capitalizing on. So and thankfully, thanks to a ridiculous Alvarez strike, helped by a slight deflection, in my opinion, we got the deserved win.
Bro, can I just say something? Jude Bellingham's not normal. That guy is a problem. Have you guys seen what he's been doing? The guy's 20 years old.
He's arguably, you could argue, he's the best
player.
Imagine
if he was at Liverpool, Jeff. Flipping now. It'll be a long.
If he was at Liverpool, he wouldn't be. I'll tell you right now. If he was at Liverpool, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing at Real Madrid.
But he's still good enough to make a big impact.
Madrid are like, you can do what you want. Klopp would be like, make sure you defend the right back area.
Bro, what Jude Bellingham is doing, guys, he's a midfielder. He's a midfielder. He is only 4 goals away from being the top goal scorer under 21 in football history in the Champions League. He has 8 goals and he's 20 years old. He still has a full calendar year before he turns 21. Crazy, bro.
For me, he's the best player in the world right now. On form.
On form? I think so.
On form. Yeah.
On form. Is there anybody better than him?
Like, it's the reason why you have to give it to him, even if there is similar players on form, is because he's gone to Real Madrid, not the biggest team in football history. Real Madrid, 20 years old, taken Zidane's number and said, you know what? Sorry?
He's not a striker. They're saying he's playing striker. He's not playing striker.
But do you know what? He plays as a false 9, center midfielder, attacking. Like he's played everywhere. I don't even know what he's playing right now. He's playing everywhere. The boy is doing everything: tackling, passing, dribbling. I've seen him. All the goals he scored have been different types of goals. His confidence level is just.
Alvarez is on the same level this season. Do you believe that?
Alvarez is the best striker in the Premier League.
No, Alvarez hasn't been even been the best player at City. Never mind, in the world. So no.
Who has?
Although I like the Alvarez prop though.
Alvarez is quality, man.
Quality player, but Jude going to Real Madrid as a 20-year-old, taking Zidane's number and starting so well, it's just different class, man.
Big up Hussam, man. Big up Hussam every time.
Bellingham's different at the moment. He's on a different level to everyone at this moment in time.
I've just noticed. Sorry. Why has Hussam aired me? Why have I not got a name check there, Hussam?
You know why, Nobbins. You know
What's
why.
that all about? It's
What
outrageous.
112 charges. That's why.
Big up Jacob also.
We're
15.
fraudulent fraud. This guy is. Oh, there it is. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, he says knocking.
Such a little rat, I swear.
Anyways, let's get into this VAR stuff. Tottenham got robbed, guys. Tottenham robbed Liverpool.
Tottenham
massively.
robbed
Got
Liverpool.
robbed,
Yeah.
did it? Yeah.
Yeah, Tottenham robbed Liverpool massively. And since we can't play the actual video, I'm gonna play the audio because how bad was this audio? I thought it was gonna help us maybe understand why they made the mistake. It just made me think these guys are more stupid than I thought in the first place. So I'm gonna play the audio for you guys. Let me know what part of this whole debacle you guys thought was stupid. Like, can you hear it? By the way?
The whole thing. But yeah, play it anyway.
If you're playing it, I can't hear it.
You can't hear it? No. I'm gonna play it now. 1 second. I'm gonna share the screen, but I can't actually show it. So I'm gonna just show like my writing. But let's go.
Okay.
1 second. Where is it? The audio.
Look at the comment.
Both holding. Both holding.
Yeah. Leave it alone.
Waiting, delaying.
Yes.
Give it.
Coming back for the offside, mate.
Just checking the offside, delay. Give me kick point. Let's go.
Yep.
Kick point,
Yeah, no
please.
worries,
So here we are.
It's comedy, this.
Wait, okay.
Just get a tight angle.
Yeah, give me 2D line ready. I feel as well for frame
Right,
two
so
after that. That's
frame
fine.
2 there.
Perfect.
Got
Yeah.
the time on this. I clocked
2D
it.
line on
You
left
guys can
boot.
hear it?
Yep. Let me just
Merrow.
switch angles. I think it might be this angle better.
Hey,
Happy with this
Okay.
angle?
you
Yeah.
organise, you don't
Yep. 2D line on the boot.
2D line on the boot.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, no, wait.
They actually draw the line.
So
and they still
2D
get it
line
wrong.
on the boot.
And
I'll
stop.
zoom
Check
in.
complete. Check complete. It's fine. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop it there. He says check complete. Why doesn't he just say the goal is good
Because he
instead?
weren't watching the game. Because he weren't watching the game. He was getting sucked off by Ollie, who was next to him.
Instead of saying the check is complete, if he would have just said the goal is good, it's not offside, or the goal is good, the terminology is wrong. Check complete should not be used in this
Bro,
situation. at all.
nobody can tell me it's not corruption, bro. Nobody can. I'm not having
No,
it.
I think it's
Come
just
on.
stupidity.
I'm not having
Because
it, bro.
listen to the next
Corruption,
part.
bro.
The
But-
next part,
To
the
what
next
end?
part confirms. The next part to this confirms that it's stupidity.
Playing.
Thank you, mate.
Wait.
boys, good process.
The
Carry
on-field
on.
decision was offside. Are you happy with this?
Yeah.
Are you happy with this?
Yes.
Why
They
is
said
he asking, are you
first.
happy with it? Just tell him you made a mistake, bro.
He didn't know. he was
So
looking
how
at
can
the
you
ball.
tell me it's not corruption when he's asking stupid questions, giving stupid answers, and dubious decisions for the whole game, bro? It's not just one
Listen
decision.
to it again. Listen to it again. Man says, wait. The on-field decision's offside.
Are you happy with this?
Yeah.
Are you happy with this?
Offside
On-field,
is goal. Yeah. That's
Now
what
it's-
it does.
What?
on-field decision was offside. Are you happy with this
Never
image?
get there. It's fine.
Yes, onside. The image.
Oh, the guy doesn't
Bro.
watch the game. Do they not watch the game?
You know
When
the
they're
bloke.
working?
You know the bloke saying it's onside. You need to call it back and delay it. All he is the geezer that just gets the video up for Darren England. That's all he is. He's paying more attention than the VAR man. Darren England. Look, I've said this already because my watch along got taken down by the Premier League because I went absolutely balmy, right? And
For real?
yeah. And in my opinion, Darren England should be sacked. He shouldn't have a job because
Fact.
what manager in the Premier League is going to trust Darren England's judgment now going forward in Premier League games? Because if he makes another mistake in
I think
any
his wife
time in
should
the
even
Premier
trust
League
him right
again,
now.
it's over. It's done for him. I don't know why he's just getting a bit of gardening leave, paid leave. We'd all like paid leave, wouldn't we? Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? And for me, he should lose his job. It's such a bad error. He didn't know he was looking at offside when on the screen it says checking for a possible offside.
Let's be honest.
To me, it seemed like they were they were in such a hurry to just draw the lines that they weren't actually thinking about what they were doing.
He didn't
It's
know.
just a
Bro.
miscommunication, isn't it?
But the worst part is
Nobbins,
the end.
Nobbins. It's corruption,
Guys,
bro.
the end is the
Corruption.
worst. The end is the worst when he says, "I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing."
Did we give him
Like,
this onside?
Exactly. That's horrid, bro. Can't do nothing. Can't do
Ollie's
nothing
saying to
about it now.
delay. Ollie's saying to delay.
Ollie?
Yeah.
Ollie.
Yeah, go on.
Delay the game. To delay the game. Stop the
Yeah,
game.
they've restarted the
Nothing
game.
from on the field.
Can't
Yeah,
do
they've
anything.
restarted. Yeah.
Can't do anything.
You can do stay low. You make the rules.
Like, Literally,
First of all-
literally. Do you think anyone would be complaining like if you
But
just
when he-
stopped
when
the
he's
game and
saying
said
delay-
go
when
back to
he's
the
saying
centre
delay
circle?
when he's saying delay it, Liverpool actually have the ball in their hands to take a throw in, so the ball's out of play.
Yeah, I
So
can't
he
do
can just
anything. Since when?
Lobbins,
Since when
corruption.
can't the referee go
It's-
back?
it's
I want a
just-
legal
it's-
case, Lobbins. I
it's
want a
just-
legal case
Lobbins,
done at
Lobbins.
Spurs.
Since when can referees not go back and correct errors in game?
But no, I'd have to brush up on my IFAB laws of the game. But as I understand it, you can't just stop play once it's been restarted. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's why they say we can't do anything. I'm pretty sure it's in the laws of the game. Now, whether they should have done an exception to that's a different question. But it's definitely not corruption. It's just they made a massive mistake.
what I
A
said,
number of,
Robbins.
in fact, it's not just the VAR that's made a mistake. The linesman's also made a mistake because he's flagged it as
terrible.
offside. It's not even really that much of a close offside.
Hey,
so
if Spurs had any class, they'd replay the game like Arsenal did.
that's where I don't agree because and like this thing of like just like give Liverpool an extra goal or whatever. We don't know what would have happened if that goal stood.
I would
Maybe
have smoked them.
Well,
No.
maybe, but you don't know. Maybe
Or
Liverpool
play
go
the
into-
second half again, 1-1.
So Liverpool.
I'll tell you what, I would rematch them.
9 men,
I would
1-1,
rematch
second
them. I
half
would
again.
rematch them. I would rematch Spurs for a 145-minute half with 9 men, and I bet we still don't. You know what I mean? Look, Spurs fans, it's nothing on Spurs.
10 men, bro, Jamie. 10 men. Come on.
Spurs themselves as the football team did nothing wrong. It weren't their fault.
For
They're
sure.
doing a re-
We can blame
replay,
them. We
not
can
fair.
blame them if we want.
Oh my God, they're fans. Now I understand Arsenal fans. I ain't gonna lie. I don't get the look. You won the game. Just go and be happy. You got 3 points. It doesn't matter what Liverpool say. You won the game. You got 3 points. Just get on with it. Laugh at us. Do what you want. Don't come with things from the Champions League final when Sissoko blatantly handballed it when he's hailing for a taxi. You know what I mean? It's just it's pathetic, and it don't even. Also, it's not even in the same world of what happened on that day.
Bro, they're
either.
shameless.
But
You know
let me ask you
they're
this, though.
shameless, bro.
The
They'll take anything.
replay talk. Surely, even you as a Liverpool fan have to listen to Klopp when he says that and be like, you know what? It's a little bit satire. He's not serious.
Yeah, he's not serious. He didn't mean basically what Klopp was saying. In a perfect world, you replay this game because it was what happened in the match. But we know that we don't live in a perfect world, and the replay is not going to happen. But then the media get hold of it and go, "Klopp demands a replay." It's just mad.
No, but let's be honest. I don't know. I know you lot definitely remember the Sheffield United game where Arsenal took a throw on, and I think Carney passed it over Mars. He scored the goal. We won the game. We replayed the whole 90 minutes. It wasn't, let's play the last 30 or 40. We replayed the whole game. Exactly, because we're a team with class.
Yeah.
Unlike those scum from the other side of North London. Do you get me?
Ooh,
terrible.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Anyways, let's get into some of the conversations for this week. I don't think the rest of the panel is going to show up today, but we'll wait to see if a Manchester United fan shows up. But first,
would you
be surprised if they didn't?
Yeah, I'm not surprised that they didn't show up. I think the first thing we're going to talk about, since we just spoke about Liverpool, we might as well talk about they faced Brighton this week. Brighton just played midweek. They actually drew, I think, in their competition. So what are you saying, bro? Do you think Liverpool will absolutely blitz Brighton this weekend, and Brighton are going to start to find it hard to play 2 times a week? Because my prediction is Liverpool win.
Yeah, I think the way you play Brighton is that you don't press their midfield. If you don't press Brighton's midfield, and you just play counter-attack on them, they leave so many openings. You saw it against Villa, and you saw it on Thursday night. You know, that was a good game, by the way, on Thursday against Marseille. Entertaining match it was, but you see a lot of holes in their game. And I like Brighton. They play lovely football. The De Zerbi stuff is a bit like, Jesus Christ, calm down a bit. Liverpool, Liverpool.
At least someone said it.
I think Liverpool will go to have this bit like Man City when they got all these charges, and Man City and Pep decided we just go with a siege mentality now and just F you all, and we just go blitz everything. I think not a similar kind of thing, but I think that's what Klopp's going to do. He's going to get his team. Klopp's basically telling them right now, like, everyone hates you. No, we got robbed and we're the bad guys. It's madness. So I think we're going to have that siege mentality. the Europa League game against Union on Thursday night. What that game, it was a terrible game. We won the match comfortably, but what it is that I think Jurgen Klopp's taking the Europa League seriously, but the players ain't, and you can see that on the field. I think Jurgen put the team out. It's like, Jesus Christ, and he's taking it seriously because I think he wants to win it, and the players are like, nah, like we don't even know these geezers, So I think that's why that game was like that. But the Brighton game, the players go. I think you're going to see a fired up Liverpool. I really do.
Yeah, Liverpool are going to smoke Brighton, man. They're going to smoke them. I'm pretty confident about it. I think it'll be like they'll go 3-0 up. Brighton may score late, make it 3-1 or something like that. But like for me, I never judge a situation of a player or a manager after one season. Like I was going to learn about De Zerbi for me this season when he has to play 3 games a week with that squad. That's when I was going to learn what this manager is really about. Can he still finish in the top 6 in that scenario? If he could, then I'll start buying into De Zerbi is this, he's that. They're prepping him for the next Man City manager. Real Madrid are interested in all that I'm hearing so far. Maybe I'd hear that after a season with 3 games a week, finishing in the top 6 with Brighton. That's super impressive with the budget that they have. But till then,
Chelsea rep on the panel, bro. You guys are playing Burnley. You think you're gonna lose to Burnley?
They're hiding, bro.
There's not much to really talk about Chelsea this week. They're gonna win. We all know this, right? Same way.
They better.
Are they away or at home? Are they away or at home?
They're away. They're away.
The mighty Turf Moor.
Hey, Company's doing some jokes over there, so I think Chelsea will win.
If Chelsea honestly want to go in the right direction, they need to go and slap Burnley, or at least put another good performance in, because 2 games.
How did Chelsea creep into this conversation? When we're just talking Liverpool?
No, because let's be honest, Liverpool's going to slap Brighton. Everyone can agree, right?
They should be doing, yeah.
Especially after a European night.
Yeah. So my prediction for Liverpool Brighton is 2-1 Liverpool. What's yours, guys?
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. Yeah.
Now Burnley
is definitely scoring.
Now Burnley, the only way they win is if they get a 1-0 and Vincent Kompany changes his style of football and tries to be defensive versus Chelsea.
Dyche ball. He needs to bring back Dyche ball.
Will that happen? I don't know.
Nah, I don't think Kompany goes away from his principles. His football is beyond the means of his players. If that makes sense. I think a lot like what De Zerbi's doing, to be honest. That's why I've got a lot of sympathy for him. He's lost all these great players. I mean, Brighton obviously lost their manager.
My boys, apologize for the late arrival. Apologize for the late
No worries, Omar. We'll talk about
maybe it was good.
We'll talk about you after Chelsea.
Perfect. What's up, boys?
Right now, we're talking about Chelsea. Nubbins, what were you saying?
Oh yeah, and just at Brighton, obviously, they lost a Caicedo, haven't replaced him, lost McAllister. I think that if you give De Zerbi the right tools, I'd love him as a Pep successor. To be honest, I can't lie to you.
Already, Nubbins, are you sure? Already, you've made that decision.
I really like his philosophy. I really like the way he sets up his sides. I think that if he had better players at Brighton, I don't think we would be seeing getting smacked up by West Ham and Aston Villa and all these dodgy performances.
Bro, we've seen this before.
Where was he before Brighton?
We heard it with David Moyes. We heard it with Eddie Howe.
Sassuolo.
In Italy.
Sassuolo, is that what it's the club's
called?
Yeah,
Sassuolo, yeah.
That's the one.
That's the team that Locatelli came from.
Yeah.
Nobody was talking about his football then, innit? So I need another year. He's had half a season at Brighton and everyone's just singing and doing.
What about Shakhtar when he was working with Mudryk? People love that. But my thing is to you guys. I'm going to ask you guys a question. Chelsea Football Club. Do you guys believe Chelsea Football Club could lose to Burnley? Anybody here? Omar?
I mean, of course, Burnley. But we all could agree. You know what Burnley gives me vibes of when Scott Parker first came into the league with Fulham? They was knocking it, right? We could all agree Fulham was moving the ball, but they would always lose. I feel like Burnley's giving me the same vibes. Like they're moving the ball. They're actually looking good on the ball. They're giving teams a hard time, but unfortunately they can't finish. And that could be all it needs is that one game that they could pull an upset. But in Chelsea's also defense, they've been in better form. They've been in a great form. 2 wins off the jump is always massive to any team, but that could also be, someone could crash that in any heartbeat.
Yeah,
So, no, I hear that. I hear
I
that.
think the
Daesh ball. He needs to go back to Daesh ball. Tried and tested. No,
You know what it is?
let me
Your
wait. Hold on. Let me
principles.
explain. Daesh ball. Keep them in the Premier League this season, and then get a bit more expansive next year. You need to secure the bag, bro. You don't want to go back into the Championship. Secure the bag. Get another year at Burnley. Get some money in the summer, and then maybe try a few other things. This expansive thing is not working, bro.
There's no point in. There's no point in bringing all these players in to play a style of football and then totally abandon that just for like, you know, a stopgap season. You might as well stick to it and then if you
get relegated.
No, look, well, I think we can all agree that Luton, Sheffield United are definitely going down. I think that by the end of the season, there will be at least one other side worse than Burnley.
No, Jamie, you know that they always find a way. I don't know what's wrong with this. And I'm even annoyed. I'm looking to start a petition to just get them out of the league. Because Everton, since I've been watching the league, they're always toying with relegation. Like, just relegate, reset, and just make Rafa Benitez mission complete. He went in there to do an inside man job. Everyone was fuming about him going to Everton, but he played the long game. We didn't see the vision. He was trying to mess up the club and get them relegated.
Let me stop everyone there. All jokes aside, nobody here is picking Chelsea to lose. If you put money on it, would you put Chelsea to lose?
No, I think it'd be like the Chelsea Fulham game.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it'd be like the Chelsea Fulham game again, where Fulham look pretty nice on the ball, but they got, they leave themselves too far open. And I think Burnley would be quite similar. Chelsea, they played pretty well the last few games. They just ain't been putting the ball in the back of the net. And
shout out,
Mudrik's got a bit of confidence now. He's so maybe they'll start putting the ball in the back of the net. But I don't know. I would never put money on Chelsea. You're not guaranteed, are you?
Bro, if Chelsea score 3 goals for Tour, you guys are well and truly on the way to improving. I'll give you that. But hey,
the next 6 games after this.
I just want to know, guys, everyone in the comment section, let me know what your score predictions are. I see some people saying 3-0. Mudryk. Oh, but guys, I don't believe this Mudryk thing. He played well. He scored a goal, but I don't believe it. I need to see more before I start saying.
Believe what about him?
Because he scored 1 goal. People are saying he's turned the corner. He's going to do good now.
No, but we've seen it a number of times. Players get that first goal, their confidence, the manager's behind them. I'm not saying it is that, but he definitely looks more confident on the ball to make decisions.
Ain't Anthony do that against Arsenal? Where we at right now? Hey, bro,
that was his debut, bro. It just went downhill from there, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's even worse. On the debut, you come in, you turn shit up, and then
is Reece James even back? He's still injured, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's also. I think when he does come back, isn't he also suspended or something? Because he swore at a referee in a Villa game, so he's injured and suspended, something like that.
Listen, adding a suspension on top of an injury is like adding water in a pool. It doesn't really make a difference.
Real talk.
But let's so enough about the Chelsea game. Everyone's picking Chelsea to win. How about this game? This is another easy game. Tottenham versus Luton Town. Away at Luton
so annoyed
Town.
about this fixture.
Mighty Luton.
Tottenham win this game. if City drop points in any way, Tottenham go top of the league for the first year for the first time in the season, and they could go into the national break top of the league. Undefeated.
I see Deji on every stream. Deji's on every stream that weekend.
I've got one thing to say about Spurs fans. Spurs fans, they come with chest a lot, don't they? When they say, "Oh, our team's back and just got us playing. We're the best football side in the league right now." But when you go to them, "Oh, you're in the title challenge," and they go like this. They go, "No, we're not in a title challenge." No, come with it with chest. Come with it with chest. If you think you're so
I don't understand
right
also
now,
this talk that my team is back.
if you think you're so good right now, come with chest. Look, you're away to Luton, yeah? You got to go through someone's nan's front room to get onto the pitch. You're going to beat them, man. You
hear when they say my team is back?
This is why I like Jamie.
It's true though. They come here and they're like, "Oh, my team is back. Our team is back." When was your team ever relevant for them?
Back to where though?
That's all I want to ask. Shout out them. They always played top 4 thing. Even tried it. It's not like very consistent with the top 4 thing, but it's like I get so confused. Like, back to what? What am I watching the long league or something? Like, I get it, y'all nice, but shout out them. They're doing great. So you really can't be.
Do you know who has turned the corner as a Spurs fan this season? That he is because he got battered and bruised last season. Patrick Tyrant is a reformed fan. He finally gets it. He finally gets it. He's like, no, we're not in a title challenge. He said, I think he said 8th or 9th to prediction this season. He sees them top of the league. I mean, close to the top of the league, and he's not getting overexcited. A lot of Spurs need to adopt that same mentality, because if they do, when they finish 4th or something like that, we'll be giving them praise like, well done, you bounced back. But because of their chest, when they finish 4th, it's going to look different now, because they think they're in a title race and they're going to get trolled and blah, 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 because they don't know their position. Know your position. You're not a big club, and that's okay. Stop talking about it like you're a big club. They should be... You see, when Leicester won the FA Cup, they didn't go on and say, oh, we're going to be a big force in the English game. They're just humble. They're just excited to...
Guys, there's nothing wrong with Tottenham fans being happy, though. Let them be happy.
Is different to title challenging and pumping their chest. It's two different things.
Let them enjoy the good football. I don't think too many Tottenham fans outside of Deji, who's very like out there, are saying
United Spurs of America is definitely one of them, mate. Big him up.
Is he saying he's in a title race?
You should do.
Ask him.
You should do.
Clearly rattled. Who's rattled?
Nobody's rattled, bro. We just don't. We've seen this movie a lot of times with Spurs fans. You get excited, talk about your club's back to an irrelevant position that we've never heard of, and then you finish in 4th or 5th.
You guys remember they were top of the league under Jose? They said they're going to win the league. They're top of the league under Nuno. For like 1 week.
Yeah.
They were top.
They started this well last season.
Yeah. Just enjoy the time. Just enjoy the current situation. Don't talk about challenging anyone and being the best at this, best at that. Just enjoy. That's it.
I think. Look, when in serious talk, when I look at Tottenham right now, though, they've got quite a bit. They've got quite a few injuries. You know, so a lot of.
By the way, have you guys seen this?
Down.
Some YouTube channel made a whole video about me.
They analyzed you for like an hour or something like that.
Bro, they made a 1 hour special just talking about me.
Egal, take it as flattery, man. Take it as flattery.
Wallahi, I was shocked.
I'd be flattered by that.
Yeah.
Take it as that, man.
So they're talking about rattled. How am I rattled when men are making a 1 hour special about me?
It's all right. The DVD will be out next week when they beat Liverpool with 9 men.
Now, when they beat Arsenal 2-2 at the Emirates, man, they're going to make that DVD, man. Sick.
But no, in serious talk, Tottenham have got quite a few injuries at the moment as well. So this away trip to Luton might not be the easiest. Yeah, they've lost that Solomon's out for a few months now, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
No one's missing Solomon, bro.
They're facing Luton.
Hasn't Son got a little injury as well or something? If I remember.
He's carrying one, but he's carrying up. He's like Saka. He's still playing through the players.
So and they haven't got the biggest squad, Tottenham. So once they start losing players, I think they'll struggle a bit. But Tottenham have got similar to the way Liverpool got to come back and do Brighton. Tottenham have got to get everything out of what happened that week on Saturday as well. And it could be a little upset. I don't know.
Nah, come on, Luton.
Luton. Have you been to that Kenilworth Road, man? They're going to be hanging outside the front window, almost touching the pitch.
Nah, they'll batter them.
Guys, Luton are. Let's try to move on to the Manchester United game. But before we do that, Luton are holding 3.
Here we go.
Luton are holding 3. Let's be honest.
I wanted to save this till last, bro.
I see that.
We're going to save the Man City game for last. Everyone, what's your quick predictions for this game? I'm saying Spurs 3-0.
2-2.
2-0. Spurs.
Nah, they'll concede 3-1.
2-2.
Omar?
2-0.
Okay. We got to talk about a crisis. There's a crisis at your club, bro.
Oh my God!
What happened midweek?
First of all, let's rewind that back. Let's redo this introduction. I don't like being spoken to like that. There's a crisis.
Okay.
Wait. Omar, quickly. If Egal had Reece Nelson shirt behind him, you'd say he's in a crisis as well. You got Garnacho, bro.
Listen,
you're in a crisis. You're in a crisis.
You see the signature? You see the signature right there?
Oh, okay.
And I got a T90. I got an 0708 total 90 custom made Bova clock. Right there, right next to the seat. That's all.
All I'm saying, I'm never sporting a Reece Nelson shirt in the back.
Let me just stop everybody. I wanna bring Omar in properly. Omar, welcome to the show, bro. I know you joined late, but it's okay, bro. You're my guy. Big up to Staffy in the chat. Also, I see he's a United fan. But let's get we got some stuff we got to talk about.
Why? No, this crisis is crazy. We act like this is nothing new.
Bro, I'm hearing Manchester United lost 6 games this season so far. where they conceded 3 goals. You lost to Galatasaray, a club record. First time somebody a Turkish team came to your ground and beat you in Old Trafford. First time you lost twice in your first 2 Champions League games in the group stages. There's Ten Hag is just breaking records after record. Onana, am I not mistaken, or has he conceded 18 goals already?
What is his name?
They came in, Onana, what's his name? Now it's like, oh no. The song changed.
At this point, being a United fan is absolutely fucking terrible, bro. It is. You gotta break records somehow. So you know what I'm saying. It's sports. Someone's always gonna dunk on you. We was breaking records for years. Now it's our turn to just have a little bit taste of our own medicine. It's the game. You can't really. It sucks that we're the victims of it. But when City break the record of 117 preachers, it's cool. It's gonna be crazy. So vice versa, everyone's gonna get caught. What goes on in the dark always comes up in the light, and we all know that, right? Obviously, we've been going through a shitty, rough patch, and if anybody watched that United game against Galatasaray, come on, bro, that game was. You want to speak fluke? Let's talk about that game fluke. The Palace game before that, absolute fluke. Fluke.
Bro, there's only one reason for that loss.
Bro, what?
Oh, Nana.
Bro, here we go.
But you done started.
Yeah, but one goal was on him. Maybe the other 2 he was.
Which goal? The Zaha first goal. Like, how does that go in? And why is he diving on the floor for the chip?
How do you get chipped when the guy's in front of you with 2 defenders on each side?
I remember Magikarp, the Pokemon Magikarp.
Sensational stuff.
That's what Onana gives me vibes of. He just flops, like he just throws himself. It just throws himself, and it just makes it a very theatrical jump.
Staffy told me he was more important to your team than Rashford. Staffy, what are you saying?
Who's that? Sorry,
Staffy's not here. Let's not talk about that.
He said Onana's more important to Man United.
He was supposed to bring Alisson and Edison vibes to the club.
And he said, I don't know ball. He said, I don't know ball because I think Rashford is.
I agree with Stafford, to be fair, because the whole point of Onana is that the idea was that it would totally change the way the United play. Right. So I think Staffy's correct there.
He's not lying, and that's what we were excited about.
That yes, not yet, but as a concept, yeah.
But we all forget
changed the way they play.
We all forget how he played in the Champions League last year and what he's done for Inter. Like it's like we moving like know what I'm saying?
Forgot, bro. We forgot.
Yeah, all of that. It's United, bro. It's a very hard shirt to wear. It's not like other teams.
Pressure,
anybody could come and wear that shirt. Some London teams can't relate. Other teams could relate. So it's a historic club. 20 league trophies. Some people only have 5. And they talk about history.
This is cute, bro. This is so cute.
He's not talking about us, by the way. He's talking about
that's on you.
But he's still deflected, regardless.
I'm just speaking. It's reality, and you're gonna go with hardship. The easiness comes. So the storm is about to be over. The rainbow is gonna come in, and we're gonna start dunking on.
Okay. So before the rainbow comes, my question to you is there a crisis? Because defensively, you guys are shocking. Your strength last season was your defense. Your weakness last year was your attack. Your attack is still a problem. And your midfield was your biggest Achilles heel, and it hasn't gotten any better.
Because obviously we made new signings. Those new signings is the style that Ten Hag wants his new signings to play that certain specific type of ball. So now that the new signings, half of them is not available, you know what I'm saying? You're still going to want to implement that type of style of play with the current.
Hey, yo.
It's a rainbow. The fact that your mind is over there, Staffy, you get a massive pause for that. But so you're trying to implement the style of play. So regardless of who's available or not, you got to drill that into the player that you got to play a certain style of play. Last season, our defense was our number 1, and it was because Casemiro was doing an amazing cleaning job. He's not the one distributing the ball. Against the Galatasaray, I was watching a heat map. Casemiro was the most player who the ball was passed to from the defenders from the back forward. The most player who received the ball was Casemiro, and Casemiro now is your distributor. Since when was that dude a fucking distributor?
Right. He's at 8 now. He's not a 6 anymore, bro.
This just shows you, like, it's because injuries that we're going through. And I'm not going to sit here and pull the injury excuse. Every club faces injuries, but
you just mentioned it though.
No, but I'm saying it's not like our backup coming. Every club has a backup.
Injuries, but I'm not going to mention injuries.
Yeah, because every club has a backup. Every club has a backup. I got a CDM playing left back. What we doing?
You also got Tony Stark in midfield, who's no good.
Big up, Tony.
One love.
You know what I mean?
And Tony
I think you got to bring up personally. I look at Man
Ericsson.
United as a complete neutral.
Oh.
And
complete neutral.
No, but I look at Man United. I think Man United have got some good footballers, yeah. And I look at Ten Hag, and I don't know if he knows a system to play with these players. And this is the issue. He got an honor in because he wanted to play further up the field with his ability of being a sweeper keeper. And I get that, you know, that's the way football is now. But they haven't got the players to play that way. You know, you're telling me Casemiro's picking up the ball off the back four. Casemiro can't do that no more because
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He turns in decades, you know.
Yeah, but that's not his
he hasn't
job.
got that athleticism anymore.
Bro,
and then
he's
you've
an
got Bruno
attacking
Fernandes.
midfielder now, bro.
And for me, Bruno Fernandes, I like Bruno Fernandes. I think he's a good footballer. But he reminds me of Paul Pogba in this Man United team.
Oh,
What?
Because it's like he hasn't got it's like he's the player with all the quality, but he doesn't bring it enough week in, week
This
out.
is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. We play Brentford, right? Two mid-table teams. There's no reason to cover that. Let's talk about Arsenal City.
Nah. Don't worry. I got. Nah. Let's dwell on United a little bit. Let's dwell on United a little bit.
Competing for
Because-
mid-table mediocrity.
Because look, Omar. Man United, first of all, got the manager that they all wanted. Ten Hag's at the wheel. This is the season he's going to implement his style, his talent, DNA, and all this stuff. 11 signings, and I guess 2 of them have worked. Like, the manager's just making error upon error upon error. Like, he's messed this up. He went out there and put money out for Mount when that's not the player that he needed. Mount wasn't the player that he needed, but he went out of his way to get Mount.
Last two games, who's been our best midfielder?
Bro, I don't give a damn who your best midfielder's been, but have you lost those last 2 games? Have you lost those last 2 games?
I need a Kai Havertz.
Have you lost those last 2 games?
Hold on.
We are on page 1 and you're on page 2. So please
I'm still on
don't
page
address
1.
us just yet, bro. You're on page 2.
Still on page 1. I'm still on page
I
1.
have to press see full table to see where you are in the table, my brother. So stop comparing yourself to what Kai Havertz is doing at Arsenal, please.
To see wherever they are. Look,
United got a good
I'm just
striker,
going to say this.
though.
Let Nubbins wrap up on this segment. What are you saying, Nubbins? On Manchester United, Brentford.
First of all, I got Nabbits, I want to ask you a question. What camera do you use, my brother? Because like you're super HD right now. And why am right?
Yeah, his camera is always amazing.
Bro, what?
I can link you after if you'd like.
Please, thank you, sir, because you look good.
No worries at all.
Yeah. I need that too, man. Straight.
But just on United, I think the main issue for me with them is Casemiro cannot do the job that Ten Hag wants from that defensive midfielder. He's a liability when United don't have the ball. He's always trying to get himself sent off. Like it was the Palace game recently where he was on a yellow card for the majority of the game and he committed like 5 fouls. I've no idea how he stayed on the pitch. He's a liability when he's receiving the ball because he can't. He's not good at receiving the ball when his back is to the opposition. He just can't. That's the thing that like Rodri does so well. I know it's high standards.
Good at scoring now, though.
Well, that's all fine and dandy, but it's not helpful if you're a massive liability with and without the ball. So yes, I think he's the biggest issue. But just specifically on this game, I think United will win, and it'll be a really shite game from a spectacle perspective. But they'll win, and it'll be whatever.
No, but there's going to be an upset.
Why is there not a
somewhere,
left back at Carrington? That
One
can play
second.
left back?
1 second. There's going to be an upset somewhere between Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, Manchester United. There's going to be an upset somewhere. One of those teams is going to drop.
Arsenal City? Why didn't you mention your team for upset?
Because Arsenal's facing City.
That's an upset.
Well, Arsenal
so you
beat
going
at
for an
home,
Arsenal win?
Manchester City.
They missing Rodri.
We'll talk about it. We'll get there. But my point is, against Brentford, Manchester United is expected to win. Against Luton, Tottenham's expected to win. Against Burnley, Chelsea's expected to win. Against Brighton, Liverpool's expected to win, even though Brighton are a decent team now.
So Man, you're expected to win though, are they?
I think Man United are expected to beat Brentford. And this might be the upset of the week. Again, they might drop points again. And this time it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be a goal scored draw because Brentford, they have not been good attacking wise, but Manchester United have been so bad defensively that I wouldn't be shocked if Brentford scored goals.
Talk tomorrow.
We'll talk if or when it does happen. The other potential upset, I would say, is Chelsea Burnley. I think Liverpool and Brighton and Tottenham Luton are the games that I cannot see an upset. So that's where I'm basing my predictions because somebody's gonna have to lose or drop points out of the big teams.
Do you know what the key to?
It doesn't often happen where we all win.
I hear you, but the key to this weekend for Man U, Omar, I just need to ask one question: is Kobe Mino fit?
Yo, yeah,
because Kobe's coming to save the day. Oh, you lot told me that Kobe's come to save the day. Is he fit? Is he ready?
A ball carrying 6.
Wallahi, I would love it if Luton Town. I would absolutely love it if Luton Town beat Spurs. That would be the best upset out of all.
Kobe Mano with the brace. You heard it here first on Egal TV. Kobe Mano with the brace.
Kobe Mano's on Luton.
No, he's on United because
he's a rapper. A mixtape coming out soon.
Kobe Mano with the brace. You heard it on Egal Talks Football. Feel me? That's it.
If I would want somebody to score on Manchester United, it would be somebody like that, because I wouldn't want any of the big boys, because fantasy, they're gonna kill me. But yeah, get back to reality, guys. Manchester United. Jamie, you don't have a dog in this fight, but you don't like United. What are you saying?
Hey, listen, I respected all y'all clubs. Y'all better talk back and respect.
I think United. One thing I will say about United, their new striker, their new young, that's Hoyland. Is it Hoyland?
He's good.
Boy,
he's a very good. He's a very good footballer, man. He's a very good footballer. If they can make sure Rashford never touches pitch, I honestly think Man United
best player.
Rashford's got to go back to the kids' home. They're starving. You know, that's
Mr.
where
Mr. MBE, don't do that.
What are we doing, bro?
Nah,
Mr. MBE,
why don't
bro.
y'all like him? Why don't y'all like him in the
Rashford's not creative. You need creative. If you can get creative,
I think he's your best player.
If United can get creative wingers and get that Hoyland, because that kid's I'm telling you, he can be a superstar. What I've seen of him already. If you can get some creative wingers around him and get Bruno Fernandes just behind him, yeah, you know, in that number 10 role, you know, you could have a good front four there for United and get 2 good defensive midfielders next season. You know, I think United.
They've got Kobe Mino. They don't need any new.
Yeah, but for this game, I think United will win because they're at home. They've never lost. Never lost 3 home games in a row before? So, yeah, I think United have to win this game. I look at Ten Hag and he's playing so many different systems at the moment. It's like he doesn't know what he's doing at the moment, and if he doesn't know what he's doing, unfortunately, that's going to have an effect down to your players, and you're not going to get the performance from your players that you need. So, but I think United will just win this game like 2-1.
Conle.
No, I'm not. I'm going to say 2-2, man. It's going to be a draw, 2-2 draw.
And Omar, what's your prediction?
If I speak, I'm in trouble. So I'd rather not put my, because I spoke. I don't know.
Bro, don't worry. I'm not gonna clip you, bro.
That Burnley game. I mean the Palace game. I spoke crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
yeah, I spoke crazy.
You said.
I spoke crazy. Now I'm a 2-1 United.
I said I'm gonna take. Of course you take it.
Did you say Palace is doo-doo or something? What
I
did you
said
say?
Palace is doo-doo and they getting clapped out the park. And I got clapped out the park.
They heard you.
You're lucky I don't keep stuff up, man.
Whoa, I was like, dang. God. But I did say I called a game prediction that game though for sure. I think it was the Spurs. I did say Spurs is gonna win 2-1. So and I said Chelsea was gonna win 2-0. So 2 predictions, 3 out of 2. So that's good odds.
You just got your own teams wrong.
Send me the Vegas.
Hey, but you don't know your team as well as you do the others. That's the problem.
Unfortunate, bro. That Palace game was ridiculous. You want?
All right, guys, do me a favor. We got 115 people in the chat. Let's get to at least 100 likes. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be great. Because we got 62 likes right now. We're only at 62. You can do much better than that. Hit that like button. It's absolutely free.
Is there a reason behind that madness of the like button? I really don't understand. Is it like people watching this without having YouTube accounts and they're just too lazy to make YouTube accounts? Because that's the only theory I was coming up with.
That's the only thing that can make sense. Because
right?
I don't see.
Because it's just like,
I always like the video whenever I join a video.
The emoji's right there. The button is right there. Like,
yeah. You know what? First things first. If you guys don't know, I was smiling during the video earlier because I seen a report that Bukayo's Arsenal could face compensation if Bukayo Saka plays for England during the international friendly against Argentina. Due to the fact
that's what made you smile. Is that really what made you smile? Egal?
I'm like, I just want to see him get pulled out of the whole international break.
He could.
I hope he doesn't play on Sunday.
Isn't he injured?
So they're saying Arsenal and the FA are considering a compromise, which will see Saka rested versus Australia in the friendly. But they're basically saying he's still going to play no matter what. They need him to play for the qualifier.
I mean, listen, qualifying, it makes sense because let's be honest, these guys need to learn how to, build team chemistry and connections in the system of international ball. So, like, if
he shouldn't be playing, period.
Oh, so you don't want him going there at all?
He shouldn't be playing in the international at all. If he's injured and he doesn't play versus Man City, how dare they play him on the 17th?
I thought he's not. So that's what I was asking. Is he injured? Is it official?
Bro, if he plays for Arsenal, fair. You play him against Italy.
I don't want him to play for anyone, bro.
Yo, but Kool-Aid, is he injured?
He went off on Tuesday night injured.
He's
a doubt
keeping
for
his
Sunday.
Cards close to his chest. He's not fully.
But he will play. He'll wear a cast and he'll probably play. It's all right.
Listen, I put out a poll asking people, would you risk Bukayo Saka if he's not 100%? Personally, for me, I don't risk him. If he's not 100%,
players.
If he's not 100%, and this could re-aggravate an injury, because hamstring is an injury that can get re-aggravated and can get worse quickly, especially if you're a fast player. So if it's something that he is not willing and the doctors are not 100% sure that he can go, don't risk it. Because we don't want somebody going into the game that we're going to have to sub 10 minutes in. What I would do...
Hamstring.
What I would do...
Achilles.
Yeah, no, it's a hamstring. The Achilles was a rumor. It's not an Achilles injury. But... What I would do is I would play Jesus on the right, Havertz up top, and Trossard on the left. If Bukayo Saka is not fit to play, that's me.
Like I don't want any scenario that Saka plays on Sunday. I just don't. I don't think he can be 100% at this stage. So that's why I don't want to see him there. And if Arsenal are talking about being serious, challenging for titles, whatever, we can't be Saka FC, bro. We've got to figure out ways to win without Starboy because he's not always going to be available. So for me, it's kind of a blessing to see what we're already made of. Can we win without Saka? No Man City fans coming there without Rodri and KDB saying, we're worried about not having Rodri. They're like, we're going to go there and win that, they're saying. If we want to be up there with these guys, we find a way to win without Saka, bro. And I like that front three that you said.
I want to know anybody in the chat saying Bukayo Saka has to play even if he's 10% fit. Tell me why.
Bro, that's ridiculous. Don't even entertain that.
Logic?
Don't even entertain that.
No, because my thing is, it's about the long game.
Exactly.
It's about the long game. If Bukayo Saka is fit against Chelsea, and the next 5 games when we're back from international break is more important to me than him playing this one game against City and then getting a 6-month injury. I can't risk that. Jesus for Bukayo Saka is not the same thing, but our strength is always our midfield and our defense. So even with Saka playing or without him playing, our attack is not our strength. But yeah, big up the people in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. Nobbins, you're the City fan here. Would you be more scared of a 50% Bukayo Saka?
Oh, you're a City fan. No wonder.
Or a fully healthy Gabriel Jesus on the right?
Wonder he's so smiley, the camera clean. Now,
you know what I'm saying? Oil money, bro. Oil money, bro.
Clutch. Yeah, I think maybe like a fully fit Gabriel Jesus with a point to prove, maybe, because there's a lot's been said about Jesus. Like in fact, he's like come out in interviews even saying that he felt at times he was not treated well by Guardiola at City. He said something like he played Zinchenko in our position one time, so I feel like he's got a point to prove. I'm of the opinion that his best position is right wing. That's where I saw his best performances for City. I don't think he is a striker fundamentally. So I think that I also think that if you play him on the right, it means that you can then easily accommodate Havertz at striker, which means you can play what I think is Arsenal's best midfield on the day, which would be Rice, Partey, and Odegaard, and then then you can pop Trossard on the left, or if you want to put, because I know Jesus has played infrequently for Arsenal on the left this season, you can have Jesus on the left, Trossard on the right, or whatever. And Trossard always does well against City, whether it's for Brighton or Arsenal. So I mean, maybe better left wing for Arsenal, but I can only comment on what I've seen for many years at City, and right wing was his. It was the false 9 season was probably his. Maybe the best performances I've seen of him, and as I said, that came from the right. At Brazil, at Palmeiras, he was more of a winger, I don't know why Pep just decided that he was a striker, and he's never really been that, to be honest. City have never won the title with Jesus being our starting striker. It's either been Aguero as our starting striker, or Jesus has been on the wing, or the one season he was our starting striker was the season where Liverpool won it. So I personally
By the way, I seen this on
that's
TikTok,
fine.
and it perfectly explained Mikel Arteta whenever he has a choice to rest Saka. This is it.
Kill your family if you do not rest Bukayo Saka this week. I already have my answer. Bukayo will play. You would rather your family die than Saka rest for one game. These are the fucking standards, guys.
That's so Arteta. I love it.
Fucking crazy.
These are the fucking
Killer.
standards. Anyways, yo, Jamie, you sound like you got a point to prove today. What are you saying about Arsenal, man?
This game's going to be very interesting because nobody's know better than me, but when I watch City without Rodri, they just don't look the same team for me. Because he is the best midfielder probably in this country right now. You know, him and Bellingham are probably the two best midfielders on the planet, let's face it. And, you know, he's not just a defensive midfielder, he's a controller. He breaks into the box, he scores long-range shots. He's everything at the moment for this Man City team. And I don't think Man City have got the depth in that area like they did last season. Good ones left, where he could slot in there. And when he slotted in there, because he's such an intelligent footballer, City could cope without Rodri because how good he was. I don't think they got that depth at the moment. Calvin Phillips is not it. That's a massive downgrade. Rodri to Calvin, it's just not feasible. So if you're Arsenal, you've got to look at this, and maybe Arteta does risk Saka because of that, because of the factor that he might feel City are not at their strongest right now because of that, and he's going to play Saka for that reason because, you know, this is a chance for Arsenal to beat Man City and, you know, and put a stamp, you know, on their title credentials this season. And then you got the 2-week gap, and if he doesn't really play much of England, he gets a little bit of a rest and comes back in a couple of weeks' time. So it's an interesting game. Look, Martinelli for me is your best forward. I love the guy. I think he's tremendous.
He's out.
If he's still out, that's look. Trossard's a very good footballer as well. City's defense is incredible, and I just worry about Arsenal breaking that defense and having that proper goal scorer. And, you know, for me, City have got the two best forwards in the league in Haaland and Alvarez, and they got so many weapons up front there. I just feel like City will win this game, but I think Arsenal will put in an amazing showing and be a really competitive game.
Okay. I want to know, guys. I'm going to show you guys what the predicted lineups look like. And Nobbins, I'm going to ask you, looking at the City predicted lineup here,
Sure.
do you think
City eating?
Well, that is going to be from a City perspective. There is no way that we play Calvin Phillips. He is not going to see a minute of football at the Emirates.
Rico Lewis is definitely starting over Gavardio.
Let me just.
1000%.
Yeah, so just having a look.
You
at
want
the
me
team
to
now.
full screen it so you can see?
Yeah, that's
there?
great. Thank you. Yes, I can see it better. Perfect. Yes, so Gavardio will play. Start. Diaz will start. Walker will start.
You don't think Lewis will get the start? I'm sorry for interrupting you, bro.
No, sorry. I don't think if he plays, he will play in the midfield, and I don't think that he's ready to be thrown in at the deep end in a midfield when his competition will be a box four of Zinchenko, Odegaard, Rice, and Rice, Odegaard, Partey, and Zinchenko. So definitely will be Phillips. Definitely will be Lewis. I think it will be I think our box four midfield will be Nunes, Bernardo Silva as the sort of like the quote double pivot. Ahead of them will be what we always see this season, Foden and Alvarez just ahead of them. I think Walker will play at right wing when we have the ball. Again, that's what he's done all season.
Kovacic doesn't start for you, Nobbins, yeah?
I don't know if I'm convinced, because Bernardo Silva's now back. Bernardo wasn't fit for the Wolves game. Bernardo is so good at controlling.
Stones back, because he scares me more.
He similar to your Saka situation. Stones
would be more dangerous because he'll help their midfield more than Bernardo for me.
So Stones is back in training. He made the bench for Leipzig, but he hasn't seen a minute of football this season. So similar to your Saka situation, even if he's like 75% fit, I don't want to risk that. And I think it'll be Grealish on the left rather than Doku. I think that Grealish is perfectly suited for these bigger games. I think the Doku, I'd be surprised if Doku started, to be honest. I think he's a player who will come on against exactly tired legs, whether it's Ben White or against maybe Zinchenko, to be honest, because as a City fan, I do know that he's a liability defensively. So yeah, I don't agree with most of that lineup, I guess. As I say, it definitely won't be Phillips, definitely won't be, I don't think it'll be Kova, Doku, or maybe only like three or four players, to be fair.
Fair enough. Let's go to Kunle. What do you think about this Arsenal lineup, bro?
Nah, this lineup stinks for me, bro. If this is the lineup that comes at the Emirates, that we're definitely losing that game.
No, all jokes aside, the midfield is pretty solid.
Omar, this is my segment. Why are you interrupting me?
No, I'm just trying to I'm really trying to be, because you're very, you know what I'm saying?
Let him change his midfield.
Let me explain first.
Is he hype man, Kunle? Is he hype man? Allow it.
Appreciate my guy each and every time. Now, but Vieira has to get dropped for Partey, and Nketiah as in, I don't like it, but I'd rather put Havertz in for this game. And for the sheer fact that his best game in the Arsenal shirt came with a midfield of Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. And I think he can bring the wide men in better than he can shore up our midfield. So I'd rather Havertz as far away from our goal as possible. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. And he can make minimal errors as the false nine than in that CM role. And also, I believe there's three things need to happen if Arsenal are going to win this game. Three things. Number one, we can't concede in the first 20 minutes. Number two, we have to score the first goal. And number three, what's number three? Yeah, the stupid. We could have to iron out the stupid errors that we had like last time at Emirates. If we do those three things, I think we can do it. But can we do those three things? Is another question. I don't know.
Let's hear from Omar. Omar, what you got to say before I give my...
I like Vieira a lot. Maybe I was bugging though, but I think maybe last game he really didn't. Well, not the Champions League game, but the game before that over with Spurs, he really... Was it Spurs? I don't know.
Vieira over Partey?
But when was the last time Partey really played?
Doesn't matter.
No, but he's available and fit now.
Okay, so he's available and fit, but I just feel like Vieira
he was in the hyperbolic chamber the whole month, just getting ready for this game.
He was in the hyperbolic chamber, then I said, let out Goku. Let out Goku. You get what I'm saying?
Let him out. Man's going to be doing the Kamehameha all over that City midfield.
But Nketiah's, I do agree with, though, Conley on Nketiah. I feel like, I don't know. I wasn't so convinced the last game with Nketiah, with Eddie. It wasn't really like, you know what I mean?
Interesting question.
Yeah, he's doing all he can do, Omar, but it's just not good enough.
Exactly. Oh.
The internet
connection in Nigeria is nyash, bro.
Bro, Eddie Nketiah got you.
Hey. I know Nketiah, bro. You heard me. My internet's in trouble. Nketiah's in the room.
Listen, that was funny. I'll try to get you guys back in the order. First things first, Partey's not playing right back ever again. That's not happening. Sorry. Second of all, if Arsenal lose this game, is the title done for you, Kunle?
Yes.
Jamie.
And it's not because there's not enough points to win. It just proves it's a clear mentality thing. Boys.
What would the point gap be?
It's not about the point gap. Do you think if we lose to City at home, with the injuries they currently have, that means we're not capable of going on to win the league?
Yeah, I don't think you did enough in the summer to catch City anyway. So, yeah, if you lose this game, I don't think anyone's catching City in Europe or in the domestic league, to be fair. So, yeah.
No, they can't do back-to-back Champions Leagues.
Sure. I think they will. I think they're going to do back-to-back trebles.
Football gods, do your work, man. Do your work.
Records are there to be broken.
Just win at the end like Wolves did. Whew. Interesting take. Nobbins, what are you saying? If Arsenal lose to City, you think that's it? That just shows we clearly cannot beat you to the league?
Yeah, I think I largely agree with Kunle. It's not a points issue. It is a inferiority complex issue, and we've touched a lot today about you're not going to have a better opportunity to beat City if you can't do it when we're in a weakened state, what are the chances that you'd be able to, one, match our results from now until the end of the season, and then two, maybe even have to get a win at the Etihad when Rodri will be back and De Bruyne will be back. And as of yet, there is no evidence that Arteta's Arsenal can win a title from that point. If that changes, then fair enough. But based on the evidence we have, in my opinion, it basically takes Arsenal out of the title race, yeah.
So who is in the title race if Arsenal lose this game?
City.
Well, I still think Arsenal finish. I still think Arsenal finish seconds, no matter what happens.
So what about
Sunday.
Liverpool?
I think Liverpool finished third.
No, I don't think we're in title. We're a year early yet. Next year, I think Liverpool will be back more to their original selves.
If Liverpool if Klopp gets like 2 or 3 more players, like an actual defensive midfielder, probably another centre half, and maybe one other player, I'm going to start being very terrified of Liverpool.
Okay. Enough about that. Now it's time to tell you guys on why Arsenal is going to win, right? And this is not cockiness. This is my theory on how we can win and how we can do it. First.
Oh, you said can instead of will. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So first, right, the midfield battle. You look at the situation. If we have Partey, Rice, and Odegaard in that midfield, it gives me the confidence that we have the groundwork and the midfield to go up against the City midfield, especially with Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri out. Whatever combination of midfield you go with Bernardo Silva, who would it be? Kovacic and somebody
Nunes,
else?
Probably.
And Nunes. What about Alvarez? Wouldn't Alvarez be in the midfield?
Yes, so the midfield forward for me would be Bernardo, Nunes, Foden, Alvarez.
Oh, so it's a 4.
With the ball, we always play a 4. Yeah, it's a box. So two quote 6s, 2 quote 8/10s.
Okay. So the way we would go, it would be Rice, Partey, Zinchenko, and Odegaard. That would be our midfield.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be your box.
And I think the difference maker in this game, even with Saka and everybody injured, it's going to be Martin Odegaard. At the edge of the box, outside the box, City are going to give us chances. They don't give up high quality chances, but Odegaard at this point, that strike from outside the box is what he's good at. And if you give him those edge of the box, a cut back, because another thing I notice is you guys get beat on the wing sometime, and it creates overloads and cutbacks. So if we can get that, and Odegaard can find himself in space from a pass back from an overload on the right flank, and he catches the ball in the right area, you know where he is, right outside of the box. Just that beautiful strike that he does to the far corner. I think that could be one of the ways that we end up neutralizing you guys and countering. Another way is, you said Mateus Nunes is going to play in Kovacic. I looked at the actual statistics. Rodri gives away the ball 7% of the time when he's on the ball, where the other guys 14 to 16% of the time when they're on the ball, they give away the ball. So if we can press Nunes and Kovacic, they make double the errors that Rodri would make. Rodri's the best friggin' player in that position in the world. So obviously we're going to have to try to see if we can get at those guys. Defensively, you're still solid. Your attack is still better than ours. So we cannot give you too many quality chances, but you don't create as many quality chances with the midfield you currently have. So all these reasons, plus the fact that we're at home, I would say, you know what, it gives us a good chance and probably our best chance to beat City in years. Guys, we haven't beaten them in 12 games. We've only scored 5 goals in that 12 games. They scored 33. It's a big, true. Yeah. 33 goals in 12 games.
Oh, God.
Do you know what it is though with City? I don't think City are technically better than they were 2 seasons ago. But what I think City are now, I think they're more robust.
They're better defensively.
Yeah, I think they're more physical now. So I think what might happen in this game is that you might have more of the technical, maybe midfielders, but I think City might be more robust, more physical in that midfield. And I look at Declan Rice. I personally don't think Declan Rice has been that great this season for Arsenal.
What?
I don't think he's been as great as a lot of people say. I'm not saying he's been bad or anything, but I think a lot of the time he moves the ball too slowly at times in that midfield. He doesn't move it quick enough. He moves it too much side to side. I want to see a bit more forward passing from Declan Rice. Get the ball forward quicker. But I'm not saying he's a bad player or anything like that. I think he'll grow into this Arsenal shirt and be better as the years go on. I just don't think he's started as well as a lot of people think he has.
You start off with the predictions. Take it away.
I think City will win this just from a physical standpoint, 2-1. But I think it'll be a very tight, close game.
Okay, Omar, take it away. What are you saying?
2-1 City.
That's it. Nothing else.
That's it. I mean, it's very. Both teams are very similar in styles. Both teams are. It's like one of those. Obviously, one team is missing their star midfielder, who really both star midfielders. But Rodri to me is as big as Kevin De Bruyne. So personally, I think it's who really. If Arsenal comes in, and you guys are playing home, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Arsenal comes in and scores first, bro, punch them in the mouth right away, you could have a game. You guys could actually go into lead. But you cannot let City get comfortable and try to control the game at the Emirates. That's what I personally see. So just come out, snuff them real quick. They're going to get rattled. They're going to start. Lewis is going to come with a brand new camera. And then that's it.
We need to be clinical. But guys, in the comment section, let me know your predictions. We got some people saying 2-1, 3-0 City, 2-2. Kunle, what are you saying?
I'm gonna go with a 2-1 City win, mate. 2-1 City win. And look, my heart is saying Arsenal can surprise the critics and get the win, but I can't just put my neck on the line until it's 12 defeats in a row against these boys. So we're losing until we don't lose. Do you get what I'm saying? They need to. I think I was watching Nobbins or you lot on the terrace an hour ago or so, and they're talking about until we prove something different. I can't just back it blindly just because I'm an Arsenal fan. I can't see us winning this game at this point. I'd love them to shock me and surprise me, and I will shamelessly be on the Tunnel TV studio stripping my shirt off and knee sliding across the table if it happens. But honestly, I feel that they'll beat us 2-1. I hope I'm wrong, though.
Nobbins, what are you saying?
I'll go Foden will score the first goal.
Wow.
It's going to be it'll come in early in the second half. It will be a combination play between Walker and Bernardo on the right. Bernardo will do his little dribbly. Walker will overlap. He'll cross it in. Foden first time finish. Sort of like that one we saw against Scotland.
Wow.
So City will go 1-0 up, but then sort of like the 82nd minute, it's going to be
this is quite intense.
Trossard cross. And Akanji is caught unawares. And who is that ghosting at the back post to head it in? It's Kai Havertz. So it'll be 1-0.
Hey.
And that's how it's going to end.
1-0. This is my perfect scenario. Martin Odegaard strike from outside the box to get us to opening goal. City go on the other end, and they catch us on a counter. And Bernardo Silva somehow gets himself a goal from a late run from the midfield. And the winner is coming from a Mateus Nuno's mistake, playing dilly-dallying on the ball. We win it high up the pitch, counter-attack, Leandro Trossard, winner. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Kai Havertz winner would be the ideal, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Leandro Trossard winner. That's my dream. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm trying to be realistic also. But guys, I got a match preview tomorrow where we're going to go in-depth with a couple City fans. Big up Nobbins for coming on. Big up Omar for coming on. Big up my guy Kunle, of course, always. All their links to their channels are in the description. Omar, you got to send me the link to your channel. I'm going to put it in the description also. But yeah, big up everyone. Thank you for watching. And check us out tomorrow as we're going to be live again. And you guys got anything to say before we go, Omar? No.
Oh, you're muted.
Sorry.
You're muted.
Just like his club. Sorry.
Hey, at least I didn't predict my team gonna lose. But anyways,
you should have.
Yes, we'll see. Big up to everybody who tuned in. Obviously, it means a lot. Thank you for supporting. Obviously, smash the like buttons and make sure you subscribe to all channels as well as, of course, Egals. And thank you for putting me on with a great group of guys on this panel again, my brother.
All right, big up. What you saying? What you saying, Nobbins? You got anything coming up soon?
Yeah, for my sister's getting married when Arsenal and City kick off. So I'm not going to be able to watch the game.
I'm probably going to be on the flight. I'm probably going to be on the plane.
Selfish of her. No, I'll record it after and watch it after. But yes, that'll be fun. But yeah, so either way, I'll be having a good weekend, even if City lose. So yeah.
All right, Jamie, you got a stream coming up soon?
Yeah, I got match previews tomorrow and then the watch along on Sunday. So yeah, quite a bit coming up on the channel. Thanks again for letting me come on. I love this channel. I enjoy coming on and bantering with everyone else.
No worries. I love having you guys on. And Kunle, you got anything else to say before we go?
Catch us on Tunnel TV for all the reactions of the top 6 this weekend, and hopefully I won't be in the airport when the game is on. Big up.
Where are you flying to?
I'm going to Abuja, the capital.
Okay, man's a businessman. He's a businessman. Anyways, guys, we're out of here. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.